Ugh, that was the most horrifying thing I've ever seen in the last 15 minutes of a movie. Actually, maybe Space Jam 2 was worse.
What the fuck, man?
Men is the new film from director Alex Garland, who has previously written and directed Annihilation and Ex Machina. It is, in the simplest possible terms, about Harper. She is a young woman recovering from the sudden loss of her husband James. His death was either an accident or suicide. Only James truly knows. And he ain't talking. Mostly because of the wrought iron fence he's impaled on. Harper knows that whatever her husband's intentions, it was the climax of a bitter, marriage-ending argument between the two. Now Harper seeks seclusion and recovery in a rented home in the English countryside. She finds little rest, however, because the local men of Kotzen hound her at every step. In an unsettling and deeply metaphorical twist of filmmaking, every one of those men, regardless of age, is played by Rory Kinnear. This is as much of the setup as I'll give, because if you're interested in seeing this movie, I highly recommend you go in with as little knowledge as possible. Skip to this time code for my final thoughts. If you're familiar with the works of writer-director Alex Garland, you will recognize a lot of the themes in the film. At its core, Men is about the toxic expectations and misogyny women face every day, on both an intrapersonal and institutional level. Garland's direction creates an ominous atmosphere that lingers over every scene. There is a tension created between every interaction with Harper and the men of Kotzen, even the seemingly friendly ones. Each man she interacts with represents a different aspect of male toxicity. A commonality is the way each one places a different kind of social misogyny on Harper. Never has a character done so little and yet been blamed for so much. Rory Kinnear is wonderful in how he plays every man in the film. Each one is different, distinct, and completely unsettling for various reasons. It's a brave choice to take a role that requires so much distinctive acting and so much slime. The less said about that right now, the better. However, the actor has long been fearless when it comes to performing indignities on screen. He played the lead role in the very first episode of Black Mirror, which involved him performing unspeakable acts on a pig. He also routinely helped James Bond, which is much cooler than the pig thing, but somehow far less impressive. Leo won an Oscar for eating a buffalo liver, but watch Rory Kinnear be criminally denied the next time the nominations roll out. Shame on you, Oscars. You think if a guy does a scene in a film where he goes and he deserves some recognition. Hey, Tamara, I would like to see him nominated just so that they can do the you've been nominated thing montage, and then it's just a scream of or just a scene of any one of the scenes of him screaming.
Yes, that's perfect.
And the Oscar goes to... Yeah, I want to see that. I want to see that in the montage.
Scrumping, eh? No. Mustn't do that.
One scene in Men I would love to highlight is when Harper finds herself pursued by a nude man through the forest surrounding her home. It's not entirely clear if the man is even pursuing Harper, but his unnatural screams keep echoing behind her as she tries to escape her woodland surroundings. There's no panicked crumbling or slasher victim screams coming from Harper at this moment. She bounces visibly between emotions like confusion, disbelief, and mild urgency. She's stuck between not quite believing what is happening and an overriding preference to not have to deal with this crazy naked dude today, thank you. It echoes countless encounters women the world over have had. Ask any woman you know, and they'll have a story about being followed by a man just a little too long down a street or a corridor. Jessie Buckley plays Harper and does a wonderful job grounding the more bizarre elements in believable emotion and reaction. While she does get the chance to let out a few good screams, she plays Harper with a sturdy will and grounded reality. She recently had a lot of attention in the similarly metaphorical I'm Thinking of Ending Things, which oddly also features a nude old man. Life is weird. She is a tremendous actor that is going to have a wonderful career. I wonder what D-list Marvel character she'll end up half-heartedly playing. Overall, I highly recommend Men, the film. However, it's honestly a hard film to tell people to see. There was a point at the beginning of the film's last act that it started to stray into typical home invasion territory. Home invasion films are my least favorite genre, but thankfully Men went in a very different direction. The last 15 minutes are shocking, horrific, stomach-churning, and completely unexpected. Think Lars von Trier meets David Cronenberg with a side of Nicholas Winding Refn. The best way I know to really sell it is to show the reactions of some YouTubers I asked to watch this scene. And to those YouTubers, all I can say is, I'm so sorry I did this to you.
Oh my god. Okay.
The fuck does he have on his face?
What is it?
No. What?
Is that out of his...
It's like the grossest version of those Russian dolls.
Oh, I hate what is coming. Ugh.
Oh my god, is that a vagina?
It's gonna be a fucking little baby. Oh, he's crawling. He's crawling after her.
Oh my fucking god.
Do you have a mangina? Oh my god, what if he has a mangina?
Okay, this is the worst one.
Can't watch.
What the fuck is this?
Looking at Wikipedia until I...
Men gets a 5 out of 5. Alright everybody, thank you so much for watching. That was my review of Men. Thank you so much to the other people who helped out on this channel. Please visit their channels. I've got links below in the description. Yeah, Men, really, it's hard to recommend because it's gross, but I think a lot of people should see it. Maybe take your grandma. She thinks men suck too. Alright everybody, stay safe and be who you are.